Hi, in this video, I'll be explaining Chapter 12 of the book Transportation Management with SAP TM. So, first is charge settlement and billing. So, this actually refers to the process of settling transportation charge, either for procuring service or billing customers. It also ensures accurate billing and invoicing, which also integrate with SAP ERP system for seamless financial management. So, SAP TM supports settlement process for suppliers, customers, and internal stakeholders based on transportation cost. So using SAP ERP sales and distribution or material management modules for processing. So this image actually shows the integration between SAP TM and ERP modules like sales and distribution and material management for charge settlement. It also shows document flow between SAP TM and ERP for shippers, carriers, and logistics service providers. So documents like forwarding orders of and fleet settlement documents are a key component that leads to like billing and procurement settlement. So next is Incoterm based forwarding settlement documents. So forwarding settlement documents are created based on Incoterms, which actually define the responsibilities for shippers and consignees. So regardless transportation costs. For example, the shipper might cover charges up to certain point, while the consignee covers them from another stage onwards. So these settlement documents reflect these responsibility, which allows charges to be split appropriately between parties. So this image actually shows how Incoterm influence the generation of settlement documents in SAPTM. It also shows how charges are split between shippers and consignee based on their respective responsibility for different legs of transportation process. So next is basic customization in SAPTM, which involves defining document type, profiles, process controllers, and are necessary to create, which are necessary to create forward settlement documents. So customization setting ensures that charges and settlement process align with the unique requirement for each business, including Incoterm management and charge resolution profiles. So this profile shows the configuration of a settlement profile in SAPTM, where which actually governs how forwarding settlement documents behave. So it also defines important settings like default settlement behavior, the inclusion of stage splits, and assignment of profiles to charge calculation and organizational unit. So next is structure of forwarding settlement documents. So this actually contains all billing relevant information such as type of settlement, sales organization, intercoms, and payment terms. So the document is highly structured with tabs for general data, charges, and related forwarding orders, which also ensures transparency in customer invoicing. So this image actually shows the charges tab in forwarding settlement document for prepaid and collect charges. So it also shows how charges are split between the shipper and consignee, which is a prepaid and the collector based on Incoterms, showing details for charges for each party. So next is the functional process flow, or like the flow for settlement, which integrates SAPDM with SAP ERP sales distribution for billing purpose. This invoice creating a settlement document in SAPTM simulates invoices and transferring the data to SAP ERP sales and distribution for invoicing and financial process. So this figure actually shows the end-to-end process of SAP TM and SAP ERP billing integration. It also shows how the forwarding settlement document is created, transferred, and invoiced in SAP ERP with steps to manage errors, cancellation, and status tracking. Next is flexible invoicing. So in SAP TM, it allows business to like split charges into different settlement groups, which provides the ability to like generate separate invoices for main transportation, accessorial service, and peripheral charges. So this approach offers flexibility for logistics service provider to meet various customer billing preference. So this image actually shows the process of generating forwarding settlement document with flexible invoicing. It also shows how users can select different parties and charges groups to like generate invoices, giving business flexibility in how they manage their settlement process. So this next is the fleet settlement documents, which are actually similar to forwarding settlement document, but are also used for supplier invoice. So these include information such as fleet order details, charges, and payment terms. So document helps in verifying the actual invoice from suppliers and support seamless integration with SAP ERP for invoice processing. So next is the charge tab image within a free settlement document, where all the charges item inherit from free orders or booking which are displayed. So the charge tab allows users to like see details of all the costs related to the fleet service. And this And next is the fleet settlement document, which have life cycle and confirmation status that actually track the progress of settlement. So these status provide visibility into whether a settlement document is in process, ready to invoicing, or transferred to SAP ERP for payment. So this image actually shows the different status of fleet settlement or documents such as life cycle status, confirmation status. So these status help monitor the progress of document from creation to invoicing. Next is career self-invoicing via collaboration portal. So this allows logistical service provider to generate their own invoice using SAP TM collaboration portal. So this streamlines billing, reduces disputes, and enables faster settlement by empowering carriers to like initiate invoicing based on agreed rates. So this image actually shows the process flow of career self-billing in SAP TM collaboration portal. It also highlights the steps to like initiate the self-billing process to generate invoice and resolve the dispute. Next is the credit memo for forwarding orders. So this credit memo allows adjustment to be made for previously settled forwarding orders, especially when discrepancies or changes in charges occur. So SAP TM supports the creation of credit memos to like ensure accurate billing or settlement. So this figure actually shows the charge details with set a memo showing how corrections are applied for specific charges in forwarding orders. So the figure also shows the structure and content of certain memos for forwarding orders. So next is the cost distribution and internal settlement. So this refers how transportation costs are allocated among different parties, such as internal department or external partners. So internal settlement ensures that costs are accurately shared within company, especially for logistics service provider with complex internal operation. So next is the overview of cost distribution for shippers and freight forwarders. So this overview explains how costs are distributed between shippers and freight forwarders. It also emphasizes the importance of like accurate allocating transportation costs to ensure fair billing and profitability. So this figure shows the overall cost distribution for shippers and freight forwarders. So this figure also shows how costs are actually distributed between shippers and freight forwarders, which highlights the flow of charges and settlement based on agreed terms and transportation service. So next is the shipper scenario for inbound and outbound. Shipper scenario addresses like the different ways in which shippers manage inbound and outbound transportation. So these scenario often require a settlement process, especially in handling internal versus external customer charges. So this figure actually shows the creation of an agency business document from fleet settlement document. It also demonstrates the process of converting fleet settlement data into business documents for agency handling logistics service. So next is the internal settlement process for LSP. So this actually involves settling of costs between different business units within same organization. This process also ensures that costs incurred via various hubs or department are actually shared accurately across the company. So this figure shows the business scenario for settlement process in SAPTM, which also ensures how different parties such as billers, shippers, and carriers are engaged in settlement process in billing process. Next is the probability analysis. This evaluates the financial outcome for forwarding and freight orders. It also allows companies to assess how profitability their transportation service are. By comparing cost, revenues, and settlement. Next is this image shows how profitability is analyzed in a forwarding orders. It also includes cost and revenue breakdown. It also helps logistic company to understand the financial performance of each transportation service. Next is the settlement with SAP hybrid billing. So this offers an alternative to traditional SAP ERP billing, enabling more flexible in handling large volume of small transaction. It also has this. It is useful for like logistical companies which deals with complex billing structure and or numerous service variations. So this is figure shows end-to-end process of focus of which focuses on building integration with SAP hybrids, showing the flow from a transportation order creation to billing and invoice generation. Next is this image actually shows the integration between SAP TM, SAP ERP, ESD, and SAP hybrid for billing. So it also highlights how these systems work together to streamline invoice business process. So this image actually shows the features of our SAP billing, hybrid billing, and it also integrates with SAP CRP for customer service. It also emphasizes the system collaboration to provide seamless billing and customer support. So next, this image actually shows the logistics invoice creation process using SAP hybrid billing. It also highlights the step which is involved in generating and processing invoice for transportation service through SAP hybrids. So that's all about chapter 12. Thank you very much.